Hey guys, Mike from Missouri. I'm in downtown Kansas City. I needed some professional help on the cylinder head. So I got something special for you today here at Noland Cylinder Head, and we're going to see what they did to fix the head.
Hi.
How you doing? You
Good.
Brad?
Yep.
I'm Mike.
Mike, nice to
Nice
meet
to meet you.
See you again.
Yeah. So are you the owner of this
I'm
establishment now?
the third generation owner. My grandfather started in 1946, so we've been doing it for a long time.
Perfect. And your dad learned from his dad, and
Yeah,
you learned
it's
from your
just
dad.
been passed down in the family.
Nice. You said 1946.
1946 across the street from where we are now.
You guys still own the building over there?
No, it was owned by, we moved in with Summers and Son Welding and after World War II and shared the building for 30 years before we bought this building over here, and we've expanded this building 3 times and we're still out of room.
Nice. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, you're only doing cylinder heads. You don't do any crankshafts or
No
camshafts
cranks.
or...
Occasionally we'll fix cracks in blocks or weld something odd, but we try to concentrate just on cylinder heads.
Perfect. So you guys worked on my Cummins 4B little head on my Case 1840 skid steer.
Yep.
Can we go take a look and see
Yeah,
what you did?
come on back.
All right.
Here we
There she is. It
You
looks
could
teeny
see-
compared to all these
Yeah, we got a lot of big ones
other...
here.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
Those are about as tall as some of my kids.
yeah.
All right. So what did we do to this guy?
Oh, the exhaust guides were worn out like usual, so we put pressed in 1/2-inch OD exhaust guides and reamed those out to size.
Perfect.
And set it up in the machine. Recut all the seats there.
Nice.
And we would normally resurface it, but you requested not to surface it, so we left. It was nice and flat, so we left the surface alone.
Perfect. I appreciate that.
Other than that, we checked it for cracks, make sure no leaks or issues like that, and the valves all get were these. Yeah, we reface all the valves.
So I assume it's not going to matter where I put these, right? I mean,
They were close
depth
enough in depth that it wasn't gonna matter.
Gotcha.
If the seats are kind of on and off as far as depth, we'll number the valves. But
Perfect.
yeah,
No,
these
it's not really
they
necessary.
were all within a few thousandths, so there was really no
Gotcha.
need to.
So since you guys have been around since, what, 46, I imagine you're still using the old equipment from 46, right? You want to
Oh,
show me what you're using?
We upgrade our equipment all the time.
I figured.
There's a brand new washer, just a week old.
All right, so what do you do in this machine?
It does all the final wash of all the smaller aluminum heads, and
So it looks like a sandblast cabinet, but it's
actually a high pressure water.
Okay. No abrasive in it at all?
No, just a light detergent does the final wash. Here's
And you got a lot sitting back here. Do you ever have you do heads and then they sit and people don't pick them up, and
oh yeah,
that happens all the time?
yeah,
I figured.
yeah.
Show me what else. Is this all the cleaning area, or is this the final area?
This cleaning. That's the big diesel washer.
Okay. So what is this? This is like
It's a giant spray cabinet.
rotates
The
around.
first place the big nasty diesel heads go is in there to get clean.
Okay.
There's a smaller version of it right there.
Is this all water-based? All?
Yeah,
Okay.
water based with strong cleaning solution in it.
Nice.
And then the ultrasonic tanks.
So in the ultrasonic, you put springs, heads, keepers, everything.
Everything.
You put multiple heads worth in there.
Oh yeah.
How do you keep them?
Here, let's.
Okay. How do you keep it separated for heads? You're not mix matching springs and stuff. It just
Everything stays labeled.
gotcha. That's all right. Where you want to turn it
Oh,
off?
I was gonna lift it up.
Oh, it's automatically lifts.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, that's fancy.
Look how much is in there.
I see that. That is a lot.
There's about 1,000 pounds of cylinder heads and parts in there.
So you're using this overhead crane to put the.
And then we lift them in and out of there with that.
Okay.
Yep.
So you got this down pat. It's not like
Yeah. And this one is caustic solution, so only cast iron or steel. This one is set up for aluminum.
All right. Very cool. So how long will they? How long will those heads stay in there roughly?
They really only need an hour or so,
Now is there? Yeah, he's trying to figure out how to get this put back down. All right, he's got it back down now.
Yeah.
So after they get cleaned, does every head gonna go through a certain process where it goes right from here and then to a?
Yeah, they get torn down, cleaned, then pressure checked a lot of times, check for cracks.
Oh, well, that's your spring compressor.
Yeah, it tears them down. You can, once you put your tool in there, it'll
cool.
take the springs on and off right there.
So how many employees do you guys have?
There's 8 employees and 3 of us family. So.
3 in the family.
Yep.
Do you have children yourself?
Yeah, got 2 boys.
So are they interested?
Oh, they're only 9 and 11 right now. So
yeah. Cool.
Here's this surface grinder. We cut all the big diesels on.
All right. So is he to level the head in there? He's got a micrometer.
Yep.
That he's okay. You got an old precision level.
Use a master level, and then you also have the micrometer. You come across and touch on each end.
Gotcha. To get you close.
2 different ways to verify.
I imagine you probably see a lot of heads in here because they've been overheated, so that's why resurfacing or refinishing is a really common procedure for you.
Yep. So a lot of them are warped.
Nice.
A lot of them twist too.
I bet.
These big heads even twist.
So this is all digital and everything.
Yeah.
So this stuff's a little newer, 1946.
Yeah. This is all. It's CNC. It's automated. You tell it to start. You can tell it to how many passes you want it to make, how much you want it to take off of each pass. Then you can tell it how to do the finish pass, and you can walk away and come back in 10 minutes, and the head's.
Now, when you're resurfacing the head, the surface finish is pretty important, right?
Very
Especially if you're using like a multi-layer steel gasket versus a fiber gasket.
Yeah, not as important on the big diesel stuff, although it is important, but even more important on high-performance aluminum stuff like this one that's been BMW that we had ported, and it's going to get about 30 or 40 pounds of boost to it.
Gotcha. So do you guys O-ring heads then for that too as well?
We do. I got some
It
Duramax.
actually looks like, well, no.
I have some Duramax that are all done over here that are O-ringed.
So you do the O-ring in-house.
Yep. We have a BHJ fixture plate that we can go in and O-ring anything we have a plate for. We've got it for the Duramax, we've got it for 604s, we've got it for 6.7 Cummins. I've even got it for the C15 15-liter Caterpillar.
That's cool.
Some of the guys are O-ringing those and putting more boost,
there's tons of
more
cylinder
boost
heads
to them.
around here.
Yeah.
Is this all local work, or people sending heads in from
I get them from all over the place.
How do people hear about you from?
It's a good question. I got a BMW I'm building for a guy in Israel.
Interesting. Okay.
So
show me some more of the machines. You got, that's the head surfacer.
This is our newest seat and guide machine. It's partial CNC, partial manual, and it does a little bit of both. We do all the big diesels in this one, and I also do some of the high performance work. I did that BMW head we were just looking at in there.
Was the little Cummins head on this, or
Yep.
So it will cut the seat out, and then
You can drill the guide out,
I meant the
drill
guide,
it for a new guide, cut the seats. You can cut the counter bore for a seat. Pretty much anything, yeah.
So before you had this machine, what were you using? You still have that machine? Or
I
is it gone?
had a big Rottler just like this
Just
one.
like this one. So they're it's kind of amazing they're still making.
It was fully automated. The other Rottler. We went to a steering wheel because there were some things that we wanted to be able to do, like injector tubes and stuff, that we thought this machine would be better for. This is.
You almost think of this industry as, or this business model, of maybe a dying breed eventually.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're not short on work.
No.
I guess it's kind of surprising to see that they're still building machines for this type of work. But
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of internal combustion engines on the road, and
We were
it's
just
not
at
going away anytime soon.
at PRI, the Performance Racing Industry Show, and there's a machinery row is not getting smaller. It's
Yeah.
getting bigger.
Do you have any competition in the city as far as cylinder head work?
There's a few left out there, but
Here locally, or just
Yeah.
out there in general?
I mean, not a lot of competition though.
Not a
Let's
lot
say.
of competition. So I guess the other question I'd have is, how do you hire someone that can run this kind of stuff? I mean, I'm pretty knowledgeable. I have mills and lathes, but I can't walk up to that thing and start using it.
We hire and then teach them. That's the only way here.
There's no college to
No,
teach.
we've hired a couple guys from McPherson College in Kansas, which has machining and stuff in their programs.
Okay.
And they've been good hires. So
That's interesting.
here's one of the few old machines we got around here.
A gear-driven drill press.
We still use it for all kinds of things because it has a floating table, and you can tilt it in two different directions. So
how does a floating table work? Is it just got air pressure that
yep,
gets underneath and creates
just
like an air surface?
You can put an 800-pound cylinder head on there and still push it around with your finger.
That's neat.
Yeah, it just floats on air.
So, sorry I interrupted. What do you do on this machine then?
It was built to do guides and seats, but it's not very good for that. We drill out bolts or do some injector tube work, things like that.
This is a working shop, so
Well,
it's all right.
yeah.
Hey, this is a working shop,
Yeah.
so it is what it is.
One
And
more,
then-
there's the Surdy, that also a seat and guide machine.
Okay. So why would you use this over using that machine over there?
It's just two different. I like having more than one machine because one's more versatile in one way and the other is versatile in the other way. And one machine will do one head better and the other one will like something else. So
Perfect. Well, I'd like to be transparent. Why don't you show me what that work costs to get done?
Yes, you got it.
I'll run down here in a minute.
Did he tell you about the Rolls Royce head?
I've heard about them, but
We've got one over there that belonged to Queen Elizabeth, and somebody worked on it before us.
I messed them up. What'd you say the total was? 136.27. Well, that's very reasonable. Appreciate it, Tom. So what kind of heads we got down here that are rare?
This is a straight 8 Rolls-Royce Phantom 4 out of a car that was only sold to royalty and dignitaries. It was originally owned by Queen Elizabeth. And it's a straight 8.
Oh wow, no, you're good.
Somebody did one of the most terrible repairs I've ever seen. They welded up this whole cylinder and didn't even get it close to the shape it's supposed to be, for one thing.
Looks like
And
the compression would be higher on that cylinder.
Yeah,
almost.
exactly. And it leaks water right there. That's the problem they found when they tried to run it, that they were getting water in that cylinder. So we're going to cut all that back out. I'm going to weld it up and see if we can make it look a little nicer in the process.
So has that been sitting here for a while and it's one of the back burner
No,
projects?
it's going to the concourse in April in Amelia Island, so it has to be ready fairly soon. Here's we occasionally fix blown up cylinder heads. Here's a Ford Motorsport sort of big Pro Stock head that I've done a lot of welding on. It was also cracked all through there. Then during that process I found a crack right here, so I cut that out of there, and I'm going to start welding that hole I just put in there.
I mean, why put so much effort in? Is it you can't get the head? Or?
I mean, these are $10,000 for a set of heads, and they've been probably 40 hours of porting on the to make them what they want. So
Wow.
it takes a lot to replace these.
There's a lot riding on the
Yeah.
on that.
Yep.
There, isn't there?
And then
Cool.
over here we have another oddity.
Those almost look like John Deere 2-cylinder.
Yeah, it's a 1927 America La France fire truck, an open air fire truck. It's an L motor where there's no cylinder head. It goes straight down into there, and then you've got ports on this side and that side.
So is this all one engine then?
Yeah, it's one engine.
Okay.
They all, and it's got some serious damage. We're going to send that to our old welder in Wellsville, and he's going to preheat and weld up. There's cracks all over them. They've been frozen up.
I see that.
Some of them we're going to stitch up. Some of them we're going to weld, and it's going to be quite a project.
Yeah, I'm surprised that you would take on something like that, being it's not really head related, so
Yeah.
to speak. But
Well, I mean, it still has heads. If you look,
just about
they're
okay.
they're,
Kind of all
they're-
integrated
they're-
then,
yeah, it's all integrated. There's still seats in there and guides. It's just a bit of a different configuration. So,
Well, hey, I want to say thanks, Brad,
Yep.
for giving me the tour.
no problem.
I really appreciate it, and you guys do amazing work here, and very neat to see that you're still upgrading equipment
Yep.
after being in business this long. So, anyway, guys, it's Mike from Missouri. We'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed the content.